Hey folks, this is ioether and we're back with some more world tanks. So, as you can see, this is Cadet 1111. I don't remember. Cadet 111. I'm just gonna call him Cadet because that's what I've called him as long as I've known him. And this, of course, is a Tier 8 battle on Redshire. It's an encounter battle, and he's driving the Super Pershing. Now, the Super Pershing is a Tier 8 premium medium. I call it a medium, but with all the armor that has on front, it's really more of a heavy. And would not be surprised, yeah, the T-34 is outpacing him. Because he hit a tiny little bump in the surface. That doesn't really surprise me. So, this is the kind of game that the Super Pershing adores and can absolutely dominate because he is of course top of the board. Now, I believe that the Super Pershing has premium matchmaking. However, it has of course been nerfed a lot since it first came out. And unlike the Super Pershing in real life, it doesn't have half decent gun. Its gun is pretty crap. Yeah, okay, right. So I did put it on fixed camera. He's just staring at the sky for some reason. Okay, that's fine. So we're currently charging towards the cap in an effort to make sure that we have eyes on it. I don't agree with the strategy. Okay, that's not true. I agree with the strategy for Cadet. I don't agree with the fact that he has 3 heavy tanks with him. This is a horrible idea. Our heavy tanks need to be on the 9 line, protecting against a push from that direction. I also don't agree with Cadet jumping in the cap right away. Now, what this is going to do, though, is it's going to pressure the enemy team and make them come to him. However, it tends to be that the way these games go is the first guy in the cap is the first guy to die, and the first team in the cap usually loses the game. It's one of the reasons I hate when people jump in the cap really early, because it immediately tells the other team exactly where you are and exactly where at least one player on your team is. And I mean, giving the enemy team any more information than they already have is always a bad thing. The fact that this is one of our highest tier tanks inside the cap circle, that the enemy team knows exactly where he is, that's a problem. If it was a light tank, not so much of a problem. Light tank is much easier to maneuver around, it's much harder to hit from range. It can hide behind little dents in the ground and stuff like that. A Super Pershing, you can't hide a Super Pershing behind anything besides a giant hill. But the advantage of the Super Pershing is it has a great gun depression, and it has a good frontal turret and good frontal armor. So he can push up over this hill, get the gun depression to shoot down on these guys. Not quite over that hill, but he should be able to push over a part of this hill, get the gun depression and shoot down on these guys, and start punishing them for not coming up to face him. Now this E2 is going to try and roll around, and that's just a suicidal thought on that E2's part. There's no way he's going to be able to do anything to a Super Pershing, but the Super Pershing can definitely do something to him. And now we see there's a Tiger 1 in the open field. I'd like to see Cadet trying to push up to get a shot on him, but it doesn't really matter because there's a T-29 with his side to us trying to get a shot on us. And at this point in time, the enemy team is just kind of panicking in their effort to get a shot onto Cadet. The fact that he's up to 60% cap doesn't really matter to him, as that isn't what he's trying to achieve. He's not trying to cap in this game out. He's trying to pull the enemy team to him. And it's working rather well, because they do not know how to handle this. What they need to be doing is they need to be doing a hard push up the 1 and 2 line, and then they can turn around and eviscerate him, because he will have no cover at that point. But they're not. They're pushing out across an open field, they have no cover, and because of it, they're getting dominated. Now, Cadet managed to get himself into a bad spot and got shot for it, but it still doesn't matter. The fact that all it did was reduce the cap, which is really what he wanted, because because he does not want this game to cap out. He wants to continue to pour damage into the enemy team and take them out, because this is just unfair. This is what's called a shooting gallery. Every time his gun is loaded, he can point it at a different target and pull the trigger. And you gotta reload and do it all again. And with a 6-second reload, yeah, he's having a lot of fun. His T-29 has taken 600 damage from him, and he's gonna fire blind, take it out. There's a Type 58 over there. It's not doing anything helpful. Jag Panther just died for no reason. I mean, their team is scrambling to get guys on the cap so they can punish Cadet. But it doesn't matter, because Cadet, like I said, he does not care about the cap. The only thing he's caring about right now is the fact that these guys are pushing up into him, and he can just fire shot after shot after shot. And see what I mean? He does not care about the cap. If he has to pop up over that bridge to get a kill, of course he's gonna. I'd like to see him ram this guy right here, but that would be incredibly stupid. So thankfully he's not going to do that. Okay, so he had the auto aim on him there for a second to make sure he could get that shot in while he was concentrating on driving, which I really, really like. I like the fact that he was more concentrated on driving than he was on getting clean shots. Because of the fact that the Rheinmetall Borgstück has very little actual armor, he didn't need to aim for a weak spot, so he could just auto-lock and concentrate on driving. And he was blowing this poor tiger away. I think this guy's actually tracked, and that or he's just tunnel visioning and not caring. Either way, it doesn't matter. And now their Tiger 2 is in a horrible position, but he was forced here because Cadet wasn't going to get off the cap. Now, if I was Cadet, yeah, I'm not certain he wants to stay up here, but yeah, don't use auto aim on this guy. You actually need to aim. Oh, there he goes. Tiger's distracted. He's going to pop over the bridge, put a shot into him, and continue down. And I'd almost like to have seen him ram him, but I'm not certain which is going to. Either way, it doesn't matter, because that was an epic game. That was my first Super Pershing game, and that was a beautiful game to kick that off with. 1,500 experience without premium, without a daily double. That was awesome. Thank you, Cadet, for that beautiful, beautiful play. This, of course, earns him his ace tanker. He also grabbed high caliber, not the worst surprise. And look at this spotting damage. He actually got spotting damage on 3 different targets. The KV-13 I never even saw, but he got spotting damage on him. And he spotted the Type 58 even if he never actually got any damage in on him. 4,000 damage done in a Super Pershing. This is not a tank known for damage, nor is it a tank known for having an awesome gun. But he still managed to put out a lot of damage very quickly, and really, really well aimed. Accurate fire got him all that damage. Is what I'm trying to say. I'm failing horribly at it. Yeah. This poor guy. He didn't stand. Wait. How did this guy earn more experience than this guy? Oh, because he spotted 400 damage. Interesting. Okay then. So 23 shots fired and 22 of them hit the targets. Only one missed, and I don't remember what shot that was. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, in addition to the 4,000 damage he dealt, he got 1,600 spotting damage. This is better than some scouts get in a match. Never mind a medium tank that's more like a heavy that's supposed to be a brawler up on the front lines all the time. This was a great game. And, of course, premium tank money, right? If he'd been premium, would have earned a lot of cash. Thank you so much, Cadet, for saying this in. I am so glad I finally got around to casting one of the games you sent me. Thank you for hitting that like or subscribe button. Remember, if you want to help me out, if you like what I do, hit the like button. It's the only way I know when you actually like what I'm putting up. If you don't hit the like button, I have no idea if you like it or you dislike it. And if you dislike it, go ahead and hit the dislike button. I'd like to know what I'm doing wrong, though, if you do that, okay? So thank you very much for watching. Thank you for all the, thank you for everything you guys do for me. Yeah, I'm not running out of words at all. I'll see you guys next time. This is ioether out.